Have you ever wondered if you're holding on too tight to someone, to something? It could even be to an idea, to a goal that you've had for a very long time, and yet you have this grip on it and you believe that there's something there for you. And in this belief, what happens is you actually cause yourself to be stuck. I'm going to talk all about the energy of holding on too tight and what this means for you, and also how to let go. My name's Aliki. I'm here to help you upgrade your energy. And when it is that you hold on to someone, something, any kind of idea or thing way too hard, it's caused because you're afraid of something. It is always, always, always because you are afraid of what it would mean if you lost them, if something were not under control the way that you believe that it is if you're in control of the situation. And whenever it is that we think that we are actually in control of a situation, we are in no way controlling anything. We cannot control events, people, things. And the harder we try, the more we go into the sense of fear and panic because we realize that it is beyond our control. And the fear that you may have could be something rational, that if they are not in my life, I will be alone, or I will not have them specifically. Or if I don't hold on to this job, to this thing, whatever it is that I want to achieve. And it's so truly important to my well-being for this to be exactly as I have pictured it. The way that you believe it is the most beneficial to your own well-being. And if you feel that if anything happens to jeopardize this in any way, then you will hold on way too hard. And it is a way for self-preservation, and you believing that your emotional health, your physical health, your well-being in general depends on this one thing. Now, the fear that you may have could be fully and completely irrational, but that doesn't mean that it's not important to you. And only if you actually look at the energy and say, hey, what am I afraid of losing if I lose them, if I don't have control, if they're not in my life? What does it actually mean? And do I have them to lose them? Do I have this thing to lose it? Or am I fine even without them? Am I fine? Am I here? Am I breathing? Am I alive and well, even without having this thing, this person fully, in the way that I believe is so important for me? And if you are truly honest with yourself and you look at it with eyes of love, not from the fear, not from the shame, not from the guilt, not from anything that you say, why am I doing this to myself? Why am I holding on so strongly? Why is this so important to me? It just is. If you look at it and say, what do they mean to me? What does it mean to me? And why is it so important? What is it that it helps me experience? What is it that it helps me feel? And I'm saying it, but it could be a person. What is it that I feel, experience, and who am I in the presence of this thing, person, event, idea? When you believe and you have attached who it is you are, a feeling, an emotion, an experience, to someone or something, know that it is never, never, never because of them. It is always connected to you. And you can always find that experience, that emotion, that part of you is always there within you. And once you realize this, it's easier to loosen your grip a bit, to let go of feeling that it all rides on them. Especially when you are heavily invested and you've put a lot of effort, time in a specific thing, in a specific relationship, in anything that you're holding on way too tight. Then it is that you believe that I've spent so much time, I've already put in so much effort, this has to work. And this has to be a specific way. And this has to be in a specific way. Those specific words are what are keeping you stuck. Because you've made this story, you've told yourself that this, and this are necessary. And what happens is the more you realize that the things that you believe are so necessary may not be happening, or are happening, but you feel that they might slip and not be true, then you hold on tighter and tighter. And the tighter your grip becomes, the more energy you're putting into this. And the more energy you put into it, the more drained you feel. You do not put your energy in what would help you feel energized, creative, inspired, and truly moving forward. And you trap yourself because you're holding on to this one thing, trying to hold it the way that you want it to be. And what would happen if you slowly loosened your grip and just let it be? Let it flow and just say, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens if I don't chase this idea, if I don't insist on things being this specific way. What will happen? If you start to do this slowly, you don't force yourself to do it all at once, to just fully let go and release it, but you start to allow yourself to release the tight hold and just have a normal hold, or less and less. Then the more you do this and you see that, hey, things aren't falling apart. Maybe things are even going in a better way. Things are actually starting to seem like they can move forward, or they are moving forward. Then it will help you trust more in the universe and creation and the people around you, and feel that it's not all coming from what it is that you feel you need to control in order to not feel something that you're afraid of feeling, not experience something that you're afraid of experiencing. What is it that you are afraid of experiencing? What is it that you are afraid of feeling? And let's say you feel it. Let's say you experience it. What then? What will actually happen to you if that happens? If you look at this with honesty and clarity, you'll see that the world will not come to an end. You will still be here. The world will still be revolving, and you will still be able to make changes and move forward. What if the answer is just releasing the hold and letting things be, and see, what if then they all move into place? This affects your energy, and by affecting the energy that you are in, it can affect your emotional well-being, your thoughts, your feelings, and also what it is that you're experiencing. Your relationships can become truly strained if you are in the energy of waiting, holding on, and trying to control. This puts you into being fearful, into a sense of anxiety, and this fear, anxiety are truly affecting your mind and your body. And once you realize this and you see, how is this affecting me? Is it helping me move forward? Is it actually beneficial to me and to those around me? Or is it keeping me stuck? Is it keeping me in this energy that's of constant heaviness? And if you come to say that, hey, yes, I am in constant heaviness, or in very often the energy of heaviness, then it's easier for you to say, I'm not going to do this to myself anymore. I do not deserve to be experiencing this anymore. This doesn't just cause you to have a resistance to change, but a true fear of change. A fear that if anything happens that will not be under your control, you will not know what to do, and you will actually lose something, someone that is so truly important to you. And this isn't true. This puts you in overthinking things. This puts you in the energy of constantly being on the lookout and over analyzing situations, things people said, things that happen, and looking at things within you again and again and again, and not the energy within you in your heart and your core. In the past, memories, things that were said, things that were done, things that happened, and you're just not letting be. Very often, what or who you're holding on to, you feel is the answer, that this will solve and bring you into what it is that's so important for you. And because you feel that they carry such great importance for you, then you actually hold on. And you can justify this saying that, hey, this is so necessary, and I really need to be on top of this. And because you convince yourself that you need to truly have the control, you hold on. It's not that you're doing it consciously saying, hey, I really need to hold on to this person, to this thing, because it's so necessary, they're necessary. You do it subconsciously. You do it because your emotions take control. It's not that your logic is guiding you. It's not that your heart is guiding you, your inner knowing is guiding you. It's your fear guiding you. It's your panic and your anxiety. And when you are guided by fear, panic, and anxiety, then you're not led onto the best path. You're led onto a path that will cause you to get stuck in spirals of time, in energy loops. You feel stuck. And you will notice that this has a direct effect on your emotions, a direct effect on your thoughts. And you will feel that you are constantly in this state of worry and anxiety, that you wake up already worried, and that this is the first thing that you think of when you wake up in the morning and before you go to sleep, because it has taken up more energy, more importance and significance than you have within you. When you give your energy to someone, to something in this way, you make it feel from within as if they are more important, as if this is more important than who and all that you are. Only by releasing, by clearing the energy, by clearing the way and moving back into your energy and standing in your power, can you actually free yourself and move forward. It's not enough to just say, okay, I'm going to let go and move forward, because deep within you, there's this belief. And it's only by the belief and the energy being cleared that you can actually set yourself free. If the belief is there, you will have a part of you, any part of you that has connected with them, with whatever it is, it will continue to hold on. And even though consciously you may say, okay, I've released it and I'm moving forward, within you, you're actually holding on. And if even a small part of you is holding on, it's the same thing. You are still holding on. If you'd like us to see what it is that's happening in this specific situation, I'd be happy to either clear the energy with you or see what it is that you can do to actually move forward. This is so important for you to live life the way you want to live it. Be at your very best. See what happens when you just let things be, when you're not trying to analyze, when you're not trying to constantly understand, when you're not trying to find the why, the how, and the what may be. What happens if you just say, things are as they are, let things be, and let me move forward? Let things go. And let's see what happens. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe.